Now let's solve for number 39. The components of vectors a and b are as follows. Ax is 2, ay is 3, bx is negative 2, and by is 5. And find the magnitude and direction of the vector a. Let's try to solve first for the a. This time we're looking for a. And we all know that the component of ax, that is 2, and the ay would be 3. And so to get the vector a, that would be the square root of ax square plus ay square. And therefore, we're gonna have the square root of 2 square plus 3 square, and that is around 3.61. And then at what angle? Remember that the angle can be get from the arctan of ay over ax, and then this one will be the arctan of 3 over 2, and that is 56.3 degrees. And so what's now our answer? The vector a, the final answer now is the vector a is 3.61 units at 56.3 degrees. Now how about letter B? So for the vector B, so again bx, that would be negative 2, and the by, that would be 5.00. Next, so we're gonna apply the same formula, which is the vector b, that would be the square root of bx square plus by square, and for the angle, that would be the arctan of by over bx. And so the vector b, that would be the square root of negative 2 square plus 5 square, and that is equal to 5.39. And again, for the angle, that would be the arctan of 5 over 2, and that is 112 degree. And so our answer now for the vector b, that is 5.39 units at 112 degrees. Now, how about letter C? For letter C, we're gonna have a plus b. We're gonna have the vector a plus vector b. And so it will be okay if we're gonna have the component of vector a and the vector b, and you write here the x component, and then we're gonna have the y component. Now, it is already given for the ax, the component of that for the vector a, the component ax is equals to 2, and ay, that will be equal to 3, and for the bx, that would be equal to negative 2, and the by, that would be equal to 5. So again, let's try to do it. So what is the summation of x? That would be 0, and the summation of y, that would be 8. And so the formula for the resultant vector, that would be summation of x square plus summation of y square. And so let's try to apply this. This one will become 0 square plus 8 square, and therefore the resultant for that would be 8. But if you're going to apply the arctan of 8 over 0, this one is undefined, right? So we'll go to our best intuition. And so if I'm going to graph it, I'm going to have a graph. The 8, we have here 3 plus 5, that is 8. And so the 8 will gonna point here, right? So this one would be the 8 units. And 8 units simply because the summation of y is 8 and the summation of x is 0. And so this will gonna resemble a 90-degree angle. And so therefore the unit now is r. The unit of r is 8 at 90-degree angle. And so that would be the resultant of a plus b, which is 8 at 90 degrees. Now, how about the case of number 39? For the letter D, A minus B. So here we're going to write A, and next we're going to write here the x component, and we're going to write here the y component. Now, for the A component, for the x component, we're going to have ax, that is already 2, and the ay, that is already 3. Now, how about for the b component? And then this time it is negative b. So here we're gonna have a negative by, and that is from 5. It's bx. And so here, from bx of negative 2, this one will become 2, positive 2. And then by, that is from 5 here, since negative, so we're gonna have negative by, and therefore we're gonna have negative 5. And so I'm gonna write now the summation of my components. So this one will gonna be summation of x, and then summation of y. Summation of x is 4. Summation of y it's 3 plus negative 5. That would be negative 2. So applying now the formula, which is the resultant, is square root of summation of x square plus summation of y square, and that would be the square root of 4 square plus negative 2 square, and that is at 4.47. Now, how about for the angle? For the angle, that would be the arctan of 2 and 4. So we're gonna have summation of y over summation of x, and so that is the arctan of negative 2 over 4, and that is 26.5 6 degrees, and that is negative. So the answer is negative 26.6 degrees. Let me write it as A minus B. We're gonna have 4.47 at negative 26.6 degrees. Next, we're gonna have the concept of letter E, that is 2A minus B. So again, we're gonna write the A, so we're gonna have 2A, and then right here the X component, and then right here the Y component. So for 2A, remember that we're gonna have 2AX, and then that would gonna be 4, and then the 2AY, that is negative 3 times 3 times 2, and that would be 6. Now how about the negative B? So from here we're gonna have a negative bx, which is originally it will become negative 2, so just reverse the sign. From negative, that would become positive 2, and then we're gonna have by, and the negative by, we're gonna have negative 5. So here, once we get the negative, we change the direction, or we change the sign of bx and the by. And so adding now, we're gonna have the summation of x, and we're gonna have the summation of y. What is the summation of x here? That would be 6, and then this one, 6 plus negative 5, that is 1. And so again, we will apply the resultant formula. That would be summation of x squared and then summation of y squared, and so the resultant for that would be the 6 squared plus 1 squared. That is 36 plus 1, that would be the square root of 37, and that is around 6.08 units. And now, what is the angle? The angle here is the arctan of summation of y over summation of x, and that is simply the arctan of 1 over 6, and that is around 9.46 degrees. And so what is now our resultant value? The resultant value now, that would be 6.08 at 9.46 degrees. And so this can be represented by 2A minus B.